Hello everyone, this is Yogita and you're watching English Finishing School. How about learning some catchy vocabulary words today so that you can make catchy conversations whenever you want? I have drafted 20 sentences for today which you will learn and you will make your conversation just stand out like anything. So let's get started. The first word is epitome. Epitome. The basic meaning of epitome is symbol. So you can use it to describe a person that he is an epitome of intellect and knowledge. A person who is very intelligent, you can say he is an epitome of intelligence and intellect. So this is how epitome means symbol, and you can use this word to describe a person's qualities. Let's look at second word, flabbergasted. Flabbergasted means greatly surprised. When you are greatly surprised, amazed to experience or see a particular thing, you use this word, flabbergasted. For example, I was flabbergasted to see the beauty of the garden. I was flabbergasted to see his communication level. I was flabbergasted to look at her confidence. So this is how you use flabbergasted in your speech. Let's look at the next word, netizens. We talk about the word citizens, but what do we mean by netizens? Netizen is a term used for a person who uses internet frequently. These days, so many people are in a habit of using internet for searching a particular thing, for networking with a friend, for interacting with the person. So this is the most common thing which we use these days. So today's internet users who use it frequently are called netizens. Netizens is just a modern word for a person who uses internet frequently. Workaholic. We must have heard about alcoholic, shopaholic. The meaning of those terms are a person who is addicted to alcohol is called alcoholic. The person who is addicted to do shopping is called shopaholic. And workaholic is a person who is addicted to work. That's rather a positive sense. A person does too much work in an organization or in a company is always appreciated by seniors, and they say he is a workaholic and an asset for the institution and an asset for the organization. So this means workaholic. Let's look at the next word, procrastination. What do we mean by this word? Procrastination is a negative habit, or you can say a negative tendency to delay the things. When you try and put the things of today till tomorrow, you will not do it today, you will do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow never comes. So this is a habit when you delay the things. This is called procrastination, and it is a very negative habit for an organization and a personal growth of someone. So this is procrastination. Next, sixth is sabotage. What is the meaning of sabotage? It's damage. Basically, you damage something deliberately, and you can even say you sabotage or damage the image of something. So, behaving in such an illogical manner will sabotage the image of the company. This will sabotage the image of the institution. So once someone is behaving badly, someone is doing negative publicity, or else you can say spreading rumors, will often sabotage the image of the organization. So this is the meaning of sabotage. Let's look at next word, oblivion. What do we mean by oblivion? We often, when we enter in old age, often people have tendency to forget things. They keep something here and after some time they forget about it. So this state is called oblivion, forgetfulness. It means when you start developing a tendency to forget the things, forget names, forget numbers, forget important tasks. So this is called oblivion. Old aged people are often in a state of oblivion. Or you can say, because of my oblivion, because of my forgetfulness, I could not remember the deadline of the project. So this is how we use the word oblivion, which means forgetfulness. Let us look at the next word, antidote. Antidote is basically a remedy, or you can say which you use against a particular disease, a problem. When a problem is there, you use an antidote to solve the problem. You can say hard work is an antidote to risk. Hard work is an antidote to many problems in your life. So antidote is a solution. Antidote is a remedy, and it is used against some risk, against some danger. Otherwise, in technical terms, we use antidote as a medicine, but it is a medicine for your day-to-day situation. You can use this word in the literal sense also. Next we have at number 9, meticulous. Meticulous means extra careful for something. For example, you have an important document and your boss or your senior wants you to study it very carefully. So we can use this way. I want you to go through this document meticulously, or else just go through the details of the report meticulously and prepare your analysis. And the survey is to be done meticulously. Something which is to be done very carefully with extra care, you use this word meticulous. Next we have reluctant. Reluctant means hesitant to do something. When you are reluctant to speak in public, you are hesitant to speak in public, so you use this word reluctant. I was reluctant to give my opinion on that matter. I was reluctant to speak in public. She was reluctant to open up with the strangers. So this is how you use reluctant in your speech. Let's look at 11th word, which has the pronunciation charisma or charisma. So it means magical spell. A person has a charisma about his personality. You can say she carries a charisma about her personality. She holds a charisma in her personality, means magic. Something which actually has a magical effect on someone is called charisma. It's a part of your personality, or it can be a part of anyone's personality who captivates, who attracts everyone with his persona, with his appearance. So that's how we use charisma. Next word is empathetic. What do we mean by empathetic? We must have heard about the word sympathetic, but empathetic means when you try to put yourself in someone's shoes and feel sympathetic. You feel sympathetic means you feel kind-hearted, and probably you are not able to realize that pain which he or she is experiencing. But being empathetic means just trying to put yourself into that shoes and then realize the pain and feel kind. Becomes empathetic, right? Then we have compassionate, which means sympathetic, kind-hearted. I felt compassionate after looking at her terrible condition. I felt compassionate to see her in a deplorable, in a very bad state. So this is how compassionate is used. The 14th word we have is docile. Docile means very humble and polite. And the person who is very genuine and speaks very softly is called docile. So we can say, looking at her docile nature, I was attracted, I was fascinated. She is very docile, you can easily talk to her. So this is how somebody who is humble and polite is called docile. Now let's look at next word, fragile. Fragile is somebody or something which is very delicate and soft. You can say it can be in terms of nature also. It can be in terms of physical stature also. The person who is very lean and thin can be called fragile and soft and delicate. And it can be used in case of things also. Glass is fragile. This piece of wood is fragile, which can be broken easily. Or else you can say this metal is very fragile, can be broken easily. So this is how we use fragile. for material as well as for people. Let's look at the next word, idiosyncrasy. Idiosyncrasy, this word is used to describe the unusual feature of a person which actually looks very weird. If we say catching birds and then collecting the feather is an idiosyncrasy about this person, I cannot understand. Something unusual feature. You can say reacting even at a soft communication, or it's an immediate reaction even at a normal comment is his idiosyncrasy. So he gives immediate reaction even if he is spoken to softly. So that is an idiosyncrasy of a person. Something which is odd, something which is weird in a behavior, we call it idiosyncrasy. Next is elaborate. Elaborate is explain. Just elaborate the details, elaborate the project, just elaborate me the document. And when you want to detail a particular thing, you just use this word elaborate. Could you please elaborate me about this chapter? Could you just elaborate the concept of mensuration in mathematics? So this is how we use elaborate. Tell something in detail is elaborate. Let's look at the next word at 18th number, implications. Implications are basically the complications involved in a process. The things are not simple. There are certain implications involved in the process. For example, we say there are many implications about carrying this project ahead. Probably it's not so easy. You will face some problems. You will face some complications while handling. Because I'm saying handling this machinery will bring many implications in the process. So this is how the word implications is used in a sentence. Let's look at the next word, repercussions. What are repercussions? We have heard about a very simple term, that is results. Results can be positive, results can be negative, but repercussions are often the negative results, or you can say unpleasant consequences, unpleasant results of a situation. For example, his resignation will have serious repercussions for the organization. So somebody is doing something, you can say unfavorable, unpleasant, and it will lead to serious or unpleasant results or unpleasant repercussions. So this is how we will use. We will not use the word unpleasant with repercussions. We will use this will have serious repercussions. Unpleasant word is already included in it. Let's look at the last word, incorporate. Incorporate the changes. Probably make the changes. Just incorporate the required changes in the report. I want it by evening. Just incorporate some additional inputs in this document. I want it. So this is incorporate means make change in something and bring a new thing. So this is how all these words can be used in your personal as well as your professional life, and you can always make your conversations catchy by using these 20 smart words. And of course this video was quite smart, and you will definitely use these words in your daily conversations. So use them. Stay tuned with us. Do not forget to subscribe our channel for more of such videos in future. Thank you.